Hi, this is Bonnie with Knots and Needles, and today I am showing you how I made a basic, simple macrame wall hanging. It has 5 triangle flags on it with a fringe. And so to get started, you need to determine the sizes that you want. Each one of my flags has 16 cords that have been mounted on the main cord. And so to get started, you figure out your length of your wall hanging, how far you want it to go across your wall. And then for each flag, you're going to want to mount 16 cords. Each cord should probably be cut double the total length that you want, counting your fringe hanging down. And so I've started mounting my cords, and I have them cut quite long. I'd rather have too much than not enough. So using the lark's head knot, I've mounted them onto my cord. I have 16 of them. And I'm going to take the first 4 strands, which is 2 mountings, and do my square knots, which I've already shown you how to do that in my previous videos. Basic square knot in the first 4 cords. And you're going to want to do that all the way across. I'm going to pick up the next 4 and work our way all the way across, just like so. Got a square knot all the way across. I'll take this moment to mention that you can pick up your crafts at our Amazon store. You'll find the link in our description. Now we're going to alternate square knots. So you're going to put the 2 outside cords, you're going to leave them off. You're going to pick up the next 4, which would be 2 cords from each of the previous square knot. And you're going to bring them together, and you're going to do a square knot like so. And you're going to do that all the way across again. So, and on the previous row, when we started out, we had 16 cords mounted, which you kind of group them into 2s, you would have 8. And then our first row of square knots goes down to 7. And now on this row working across, you should end up with 6. And so there's another 4 cords. And then you'll work all the way to the other side to where there's just the 2 left hanging, and work your way all the way across on that, like so. Those are alternating square knots and our lark head knot at the top. So now we're going to do it again, and this time you should have 4 cords that are left on the ends, because you're going to pick up the inside 2 and 2 and go all the way across again, so that you're forming a triangle, working your way down. And again, I can talk about the measurements again. I mean, you can put 5 flags, 8 flags, 9 flags, however many flags you want on your wall hanging. So you can also make your triangles smaller if you wish, but this is a nice size. So we're just going to continue to work across, decreasing as we go. Like now we're down to 5. I'm going to continue, just go ahead and continue working down, decreasing each row as I go. And you can refer to my previous videos on how to mount your cords and how to do your square knot. And also the half hitch, I have a video, because we'll be doing that once we get our triangle formed. There it is right there. So I've already done it on the one side. Those are double half hitch that we defines our triangle. And so now I'll show you how that is done, which again in a previous video I've shown you how to do the half hitch and double half hitch. So you're going to pick up the first strand, go down and through, and work it up to the top, holding it at the angle that you want it to go. You're going to hold your anchor cord at the angle that you want your double half hitch stitches to go. So you can see I'm holding it at this angle to outline my triangle. Pick up the next cord and double half hitch. So you're going to work on that cord 2 times. And there's the second one. And then you're going to pick up the next cord and do that again. Third cord. And you're going to continue working all the way down. I apologize for my board bouncing around. In order to film it, I have it kind of leaning precariously against something, whereas if I was just working on this, I'd probably have it on my lap or on a table in front of me. Anyway, if you're having a hard time, you can also pin your work to kind of help hold it in place. If you have a macrame board, you can see my board kind of pushing backwards when I try to pin. So now I've completed both sides with the double half hitch, and I'm going to take my 4 cords that I have left and tie it off with a square knot. Now the other thing you can do is you can go back up to the top of the triangle and you could do another row of the half hitches all the way down if you choose. There's a lot of different things that you could do. You could also pull your cords out the other way and do like another upside down triangle, you know, going the other way. Anyway, this is a start on doing some wall hangings. And I also worked some beads in between my my flags, and that's it. I hope that you've enjoyed this video. I hope that you will get out your macrame cord and play around and see what you come up with. I thank you so much for watching, and please visit our Amazon store for any craft supplies that you might need.